Aloha, it's Kim Jolene with Finding Your Fiji, and I'm here with your Feng Shui tip for the day. And we are continuing on our door series. We're almost done. We are on part 9 of 10. There's one more next week, and actually probably next week's is almost the most important one. So today though, we are going to be talking to you, and I don't know why I keep saying we. I guess because the angels are always with me, maybe that's why. But it's interesting. I don't normally do that with the Feng Shui tips, but I keep saying we, and I think it's just energetically. I feel like the angels are just always around me, no matter what I'm doing, whether I'm talking about Feng Shui or I'm talking about the angel stuff specifically, or I'm talking about spiritual things. Angels are always just hanging around me, which of course I love, and I'm sure you love as well. So the tip for today is related to angled bedroom doors. So we like angled doors when we're looking at a business. So if you have a business location that has an angled door at the front door is angled, that's awesome. That rocks. It's really, really good. If you have this on a bedroom, not so good. And this would be a bedroom that you sleep in or one of your children sleeps in, right? That is what we're talking about today. So an angled bedroom door is where obviously the door is on an angle. It's not on a straight line, it's not on a straight wall, it's on an angle. Oftentimes it's just like, it looks like they cut off the corner, right? And they put the door right there on that spot. Sometimes it's just the way it worked out. I used to have one of these in one of the previous houses that I lived in. We had an angled door, and it just the way the design was made, that was the easiest thing, right? They weren't going to put a wall there because it was kind of going around the corner. So, angled bedroom door. What is the issue with that? The issue with an angled bedroom door is it can lead to this sense of you feeling off. You feeling almost like having a slanted vision of life, if you look at it that way, or a slanted vision of yourself, so not seeing yourself clearly. So those are some of the things that you may be experiencing if you have an angled bedroom door. What do we do about it? Well, you probably guessed what the solution is going to be or what it's going to involve, because we're using this a lot, but it involves a crystal. So what we do with this crystal in this particular case, again, we're wanting to balance the energy. So when we have that angled door, we need to balance the energy of that so it doesn't impact us, right? We want to calm that energy down. And this crystal is going to be perfect for that as well. So what we want to do is either hang this crystal inside or outside of the bedroom. And we want it pretty close to the door. I like to say within 18 inches of the door. And then you're just basically going to hang it from the ceiling, okay? So very, very simple. If you have, let's say you've got a couple bedrooms that have an angled doorway and they both meet sort of in the hallway, you could actually hang this crystal in the hallway kind of between the two doors, and that's going to remedy both of those. But either way, you need to hang a crystal either inside or outside the bedroom door to balance that energy. And again, just as a reminder, these crystals are, the ones I'm using here are 20 millimeters, and they're round, faceted, and have 30% lead in them, okay? We're hanging them from either a fishing line like this, or a red thread. And I like to use multiples of 9 because 9 in Feng Shui is about reaching new heights. It's a very lucky number. And so cutting the thread, the red thread, to 9 inches or 18 inches or, whatever multiple of 9 works for you. If you have a normal size ceiling, a 9-inch will probably work fine. And same thing with the fishing line. Cut it to a length of 9. 9 inches, 9 millimeters, 18 millimeters, 18 inches, whatever that is, right? Multiple of 9. And again, that's going to balance the energy. You do have another option. If you don't want to hang a crystal, you could do a round rug. But again, I feel like round rugs, it's going to be a little bit awkward and having that in a hallway, unless you have just the perfect spot for a round rug, then you could put that round rug in the hallway, or it could be inside the bedroom. Those are the sort of the options. So you do have a couple choices there. The crystal isn't the only thing that you can do, but I feel like in most cases with the hallways and different doors and all of that, the round crystal is probably going to be a little bit easier for you than the round rug. So that is your tip for today. Next week is going to be the last video in the door series, and then we're going to move on to something new. So stay tuned next week for what I feel like is maybe one of the most important challenges that we might have with doors and what to do to remedy that. Have an amazing week. Much love to you. Aloha again, it's Kim Jolene with Finding Your Fiji, and I want to share a little story with you which precipitated my special for the month of June. So I was doing a reading for a regular client of mine. She typically tends to do 2-hour readings because she said it's not enough time to do a shorter reading than that. But she actually at the beginning of the year purchased my 12-month forecast. And she said to me at the end of the reading, after we got done with everything with the current reading that we were doing, that she honestly couldn't say enough about the 12-month forecast. She every month will listen to it again to see kind of what has transpired and also to see what's coming up ahead for her. And what she indicated to me is that it really just, the readings are to the T. Like I was very, very accurate in the information that was coming through for her. And it gave her a plan for the year. So it basically laid out, for hers, we ended up, there was information that came in around her business and her career, as well as personal information. And it essentially laid out a plan for her business for the entire year. So that was really cool. And she just really finds a lot of value in being able to understand what is coming and how to work with the energy of each particular month. So what does this 12-month forecast include? You can have it be a just strictly personal forecast, or you can have it be a strictly business forecast, or I can do a mix of both. Either one work, any of those options work for me. I'm not partial to any of those. And what it includes is you get a theme for each particular month. I go through each month, and for each month you get a theme card, which gives you kind of the overall theme for the month. Then you get some information about your life purpose or your career, and that's where the business advice came in for her. Then you also get information about romantic relationships if you're doing a personal reading, or other relationships like business relationships if you're doing a business reading. And then, so that's 1, 2, 3. The fourth thing that comes in is if you're doing a personal reading, we are going to look at your health. What is happening with your health? What do you need to know about that during that particular month? If we're doing a business reading, we will look at the focus, right? What is the focus of what's happening? So that's the fourth thing. The fifth thing that comes in as a separate card is finances. And so that obviously works for either business or personal. We look at the financial aspects for that particular month and give you some information and energy around that. And this is all recorded for you. So what I do is it takes a lot of time actually to draw all of the cards. So I draw all of the cards for you, lay them all out. So I've got all 12 months. You get a theme for the year actually also, as well as the theme for, actually I've been doing it as a spirit postcard, so it's really kind of a postcard, but it's your theme for the year essentially. And you then, each month I walk through each one of these things. You get a recording of the reading as well as pictures of the theme cards for each and every month. You also get my Archangel Insight Guide as well, which has some really awesome information about how to continue connecting with your angels and guides. And then you're able to download that. So you can download the recording so that you can listen to it each month, as my client has been doing, and really gain value throughout the entire year. So the value of this is really immense. My normal price on these is $222, and I'm now offering for the month of June a coupon code that will save you $45. So you'll actually get this for $177 instead of the $222. So it's really a beautiful thing. Whatever month, whatever time. So for instance, if you are doing this in June, taking advantage of the June special, then I would do July through next June for you. So I would do the next 12 months. That's essentially how it works. So it's really kind of a beautiful thing to do, like around your birthday, that type of thing too. So, you know, it's possible if you wanted, let's say your birthday is in September and you want to order it now, what you can do is just make a note in there and say, I would like this in September, and then I would do September through the following August, right? So I can adjust that as to how that works for you. The coupon code for this fabulous discount, whether it's a personal or a business 12-month forecast, is forecast. So the coupon code is the same for both, and I've got links to all of that below. I hope that you see the value in this and would love to take advantage of this, because it is something that I enjoy doing. I love to see sort of the pattern of the whole year, like how the year is going to look for you. It's really kind of a fun and interesting thing to see kind of the flow of the energy of the entire year as you look at it as a whole. So it's really fun for me as well. I really enjoy doing these, so I kind of personally love to do these, and that's why I am offering this special, as well as my client saying, you don't promote this enough, everyone needs this. And she literally said, I will do this every single year. Like, it's that important. And she's like, it's almost too good to be true. Like, the information that comes through is almost too good to be true, which, you know, is so helpful, right? Whatever we can do to help us on our journey, that's what I'm here for. Have an amazing, amazing day. Check out the links below, and we'll see you next time. Aloha.